Good evening. No padding music for the title screen. So all you have is my voice. I'm trying to think of a good adjective, but I couldn't think of one. British. Yeah, it looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. Looks like we're live. I say that, and now my internet seems to have gone slightly broken. Come on. Sorry about this. Not a great start. What I'll do is actually I'll come off my Yes, that looks good. Yes, that looks good. There we go, it's me. That's me speaking. I still want that. There. Cool. Good evening and welcome. It's 8:05 here in London. This is stream 1 of Chernobylite. Why am I playing this game? Well, I knew I was coming to the end of Star Wars Jedi Current Survivor. So I started out looking for a new game to play in the evenings. I watched a couple of videos, as you do, looked through the game store. The thing about looking through the game store is if you don't know what you're looking for, it's kind of hard to find something that you're not looking for. But this came up on a top 20 games that didn't sell as well as expected. They didn't make an impact on the market, and I know from working in other spheres that doesn't always mean something is bad. The last 5 or 6 years I've got, well, even more than that now, about 8 years, got very into board games, and I've realised that just because a board game doesn't sell, it doesn't mean it's not good. It can be really exciting, and you shouldn't just dismiss a game just because of its not being popular. This came up on that list. It kind of fit the remit that I want to play. It's survival first-person game, probably horror, considering the subject matter. Based on the exclusion zone that it still exists around Chernobyl, the power station, which is near the village of Phew in Ukraine, modern Ukraine. I have a tenuous but a personal story. I was alive when Chernobyl happened. I was going to Russia that year for the first time at 18 years old, 17 or 18 years old. And Chernobyl happened, took the whole world by storm, and our trip to Russia was cancelled. We did go the next year, and it was great. We were only there for a week, but I went to Landlord or St. Petersburg, depending on which side of the political coin you sit on, and Moscow, and it was wonderful. One of the best trips. I was very happy to have done that. We also stopped over in Kiev, in what is now Ukraine, and had chicken Kievs. I haven't received any radiation dosage that I couldn't handle, from my understand. But it also fits into the sci-fi aesthetic that I like. I'm a big fan of Andrei Tarkovsky, the Russian filmmaker who made some amazing movies. I've only seen two, and both of them affected me greatly. Solaris, which was remade by Steven Soderbergh, with George Clooney starring in it. Both movies, both versions are great, and even if you watch one, I would suggest you watch the other, because they do tell the same story, but in very different cultural ways. Russian movies, from what I've seen, is very obscure, and because of especially movies that were made under this Soviet Socialist Republic of well, I can't say the USSR, the United Soviet Socialist Republic. They would often have to obscure their meanings to get through censors, because otherwise you either make a product which promotes the Soviet goals or don't bother. So they are rather obscure when you watch them, even though they are critical of Soviet society. But they're very good. Both some of my favourite movies of all time, without a doubt. And Stalker, which is a film made in 1978, loosely based on a book called Roadside Picnic by Andrei Tarkovsky, kind of forecasts the exclusion around Chernobyl. The reason why the zone exists is different. In that book and in the film, the book being Roadside Picnic and the film being Stalker, the zone is caused by aliens coming to Earth and then leaving this detritus around, which creates this zone which is incredibly dangerous for humanity to get in. And so they are ring fenced off, and the army are sent around, and they're all around the world, these zones. The one in Russia, where the film is based, humans do what humans do, and a black market industry is created by people breaking into the zone to take out artifacts which the aliens have left behind. Even though we don't understand what the artifacts do, they do have an impact on humanity. And it's a great movie, really good movie. I'll talk about Solaris on another day. I can't see anybody making a computer game about Solaris. Maybe not. It would be survival horror without a doubt. But that film is fantastic. Anyway, without knowing it, he went on to describe basically what Chernobyl is like today. Not that it's an alien place of environment, but it is this excluded zone, and there is this business, this black market business of taking people into the zone and taking them out again to show them around, to bring artifacts back, which are safe, but still highly illegal. So I'm excited. The zone interests me just because it is something that's happened within my lifetime. It still exists. I have watched videos of people going in there and coming out. So let's play the game. Okay, audio language. Do we want to have it in Russian? I think we'll stick to English. Subtitles, yes. I'm going to go headphones because I'm wearing headphones. And what's the story? Well, I play Igor, who is a Russian scientist who I believe worked at Chernobyl and is now breaking back into the zone to see if he can find any leads or clues onto where his fiancée went some years later. How exciting! Gamma settings! Now I'm told to get the best out of the PlayStation, you kind of want to find where it's barely visible, which is there on my TV, and just go back one. That is really barely visible. That gets the most options. Ooh. Let's start a new game. Should we have a look at options? We'll use medium difficulty. That all looks... Gore is enabled.
Audio, right. What would be the difference with selecting headphones?
It should make it easier for the audio to be processed. Obviously, games now have the capacity. How you doing? Nice to see you, Egg. Games can do 5:1. So choosing headphones just means that it forgives that processing and just passes a stereo signal out. It doesn't have to worry about 5:1 or 7:1 or whatever level of decoding you've got going on with a sound receiver. So I do have a sound surround system in my little front room here. So that's why it's normally enabled for that. It's through HDMI. So it just makes the game not have to worry about processing. I've got no idea what that means, but maybe we'll find out what head bobbing is. Maybe that will be too annoying. Maybe that's a reason. But we have sound that surrounds us. Yeah?
That one was a joke.
Oh, right, okay. I'm prepared to talk about how good 5:1 is. Okay, we go back. All the options we've done, yes, that's fine. Let me know if anything changes. Video options is just gamma. We'll do performance. Lens flare on with motion blur. Okay. Let's go. Let's see what this game is like. Yep, that's fine. I don't know what they are, but we'll find out. Subtitles, that seems readable enough. Okay, this is the remastered edition.
Chernobyl power plant, a hope for the future.
NAR Corporation begins trials of their proprietary recultivation technology.
Strontium-90 and plutonium-240. Some never abandoned their homes or even moved back. Will Samishels were removed forcibly from the exclusion zone.
Demonstrations across the Ukraine. 10 billions of hryvnias for an indefinite lease.
This is a cabal. NAR thinks they
Dobra.
are above the law.
What does NAR really hide behind the patent rights?
One thing is certain, the sarcophagus must remain intact.
There was a shot there of something which is near Chernobyl. I'm not sure if it's actually in the exclusion zone. It's definitely near Pripyat, which is called Dobra 1 and Dobra 2. They're these huge walls.
Igor, wake up, you sleepyhead. Look over there. Do you remember the glade just beyond those trees? That's where you proposed to me. You were so nervous and sweet. You're still sweet, my Professor Kiminik.
Kiminik.
Anyway, it feels good to return after all these years, doesn't it?
And if she's not there.
What is it, Igor? You're still half asleep. Wake up. Awaken.
Tanya?
Can we see ourselves?
Tanya, stop kidding around.
You sleepyhead.
Does seem a bit dark to me, but The clouds over Chernobyl. The consequences of Chernobyl disaster are appalling. It is only the only case in history where many people died as a result of damage to the reactor from radioactivity. It is. Zoom in is right stick. Okay. Soviet Union allocation of 18 billion rubles for the removal of the consequences. However, all of this fades away from the fact for several decades to come, people are evacuated from Pripyat. A nearby town will suffer from various types of cancer. That's true. There were lots of death as a result. Okay, that just turns it into readable text. Now, obviously, you wouldn't actually take a train into Chernobyl, because you can't.
Igor.
I'm going to go to the... Can I go to the front? No. It looks like I put a fixed path to follow.
Wait!
You proposed to me. You were so nervous and sweet, my Professor Cuny.
Tanya Amelieva, stop this childish nonsense at once. Where are you?
After all these years,
Ah!
That's enough.
I'm guessing this is Unreal Engine.
I agree. I believe it is, yeah. Oh my god, that scared me. So I'm being a good computer game player and not going in the direction where I'm being told to. I'm just walking around. Okay. No other buttons are doing anything. I do have a jump. I can move faster. And you'll have to put up with me screaming my lungs out if jump scares happen.
What now?
Igor.
Okay.
The level designers really nailed it.
Ow. 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 I'm guessing that's a Kalashnikov. I'm not good with weaponry. Aha! Aha!
Leave me alone.
Whoa! Ow! Stop hitting me! Stop it! No. Maybe I should read the words. Use L3, yes, okay. Alright, so there's a... map thing? I don't want to really walk across the glowing... No. Aha.
What are you?
We are the inevitable.
Why is this place so familiar? It's my old workshop.
Please hurry. This reality is coming apart, can't you see?
Okay. So what am I crafting? I need 1 part electronic parts and 1 part mechanical. I am going to adjust the brightness, I think. Video options. That looks a bit better. A property of future deterrence technologies. Shown. Alright, okay. I've got mechanical parts 1.
Get back to your work. It's the only way out of here.
So I'm presumably haunted by my fiancée. Hi, Adam Savage here. Okay.
It feels good to return.
Do we have some sort
The
of
entire
time?
zone is on lockdown. NAR doesn't screw around.
Yeah. Let's just hope our source comes through and we don't run into any patrols on the way.
And what if we do?
We will improvise. That's what our sleeping beauty here paid us for, remember?
Sure. Do you really think they'll test this recultivation something?
I haven't seen any signs of that, but I'm telling you, something is up. There are way too many contractors for such a small area. We can handle the contractors. They're probably some of Wagner's rejects.
Fuck you. I fought alongside those guys.
I know, I'm just messing around, Anton. Let's focus on getting our professor here some of this... Chernobylite? That's what it's called? Igor? Igor.
Don't ask me, I'm just the
Igor,
dumb protagonist.
go.
What?
What?
I must have dozed off for a moment. Let's go.
Okay, I presume this is reality. Oh, good one. Trusty
Where are
photograph.
you?
Professor? If you're thinking about backing out, you need to tell us now.
Not a chance. Let's get this over with.
Okay.
You sure this plan of yours is going to work, Professor Kimenyuk?
Igor, please. And yes, it will. You two take care of your part, and I'll take care of mine. All right?
Try to keep a low profile. Last thing we want is a firefight.
A fire? What are you getting us into, Igor?
It is necessary. It's something that needs to be done.
I don't like riddles, Professor. But you're the boss.
Reminds me of that night op in Syria. Remember that, Olivier?
I do, unfortunately.
Misha, we can't! We have to fall back! The pressure's dropping. Downstairs, now! Go, go, go!
This is no time for bird watching, Igor. Let's go. Through the fence, into the sewers.
Sewers? Oh, and down into the underworld we go.
It's nothing but a hole in the ground, Anton.
Oh, does anyone else feel itchy? So, how bad is the radiation around here these days? It's been a long time, right?
Do yourself a favor and don't think about that right now. Let's focus on doing the job and getting out of here in one piece.
If there's one place I think you should think about it, it's
Get
here.
yourself out of sight.
Sewer level.
Take care of it, okay?
Uh-huh.
Don't be a Geroi.
Don't panic, Olivier. No Gerois here. Only some desperate people walking into the heart of darkness.
No talking. Go.
After you, Igor. Ladies and eggheads first.
Funny guy, huh?
Shit, Igor, get down. Get to the sewer entrance. We're right behind you.
That truck seems very close. I do notice the copies at the top of the screen.
Stay in the shadows.
No, can't climb that. You'd think you'd be able to get over it. The sarcophagus, which is this large corrugated thing over here, is just a marvel of modern engineering.
Become invisible.
I can lean out.
So, you were inside the lab?
Yeah, for a bit.
See anything interesting?
Nah. Interesting is above my pay grade. Now pass that bottle, Sergey.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Identify yourself!
I'm the tech guy. I'm here about the power outage. This is the place, right?
First, let's see some ID, tech guy.
He doesn't believe you.
Do I need to tell you who sent me? The Colonel. And, god damn it, is he mad. A power shortage in the middle of the Dynamo Kiev game. Hey, don't worry about it. Just give me your name so I can tell him what a great job you're doing out here.
He sees through you.
What, Colonel? What are you talking about? Stand still. You're no fucking tech guy.
Well, that's one way of dealing with it. I was hoping to creep around them so I could work out how their line of sight works. Can I take the vodka? No. Alright, is that... Ah.
Hey, over here.
I'm here. Recently, the sarcophagus was damaged.
You sure this is the right entrance?
By a
You
Russian
still work
drone.
here, remember? Yeah, I'm sure.
The sarcophagus protects the world from the radiation leak while they still continue to dismantle the core from inside. Okay.
Igor, take a rad reading, will you?
Open my inventory and... Where is it?
3.6. Not great. Not terrible. Chin up.
Microsieverts.
We're safe for another hour or so, all right?
None of you are safe.
She's charming.
I hope you have a good memory. Okay, I'll take point.
Yes, Captain Olivier, sir.
Easily break a leg doing that.
You sure this device of yours works, Igor?
I don't have time for getting into details right now, but yes, all it needs is more Chernobylite.
Chernobylite, right. The most radioactive compound on Earth. That's what you called it.
The man knows what he's doing, Anton. Stay focused. Complete the mission.
What is
We'll
it?
be
Come on.
laughing about this over a beer before you know it.
Cool. We have a scanner. Didn't miss anything by the looks of it. Okay. Alright, so you can select what you're looking for. Oh,
The readings are bad. The numbers are too high. We have to get out of here.
We can't leave him behind, dear God!
Let me out of here! Let me out!
Alexander Borisovich, someone has to open the valves manually. Someone has to go inside.
Oh, two hostiles up ahead.
Quiet. Anton, left one's yours.
I'll take the other one, Olivier.
Oh, Look at Bright Boy over here. Okay, it's your show. But if you get us killed, I'm gonna be pissed.
Where's my gun?
Thought you were going to take down that guard. Are you saving him for later?
I don't have a gun. Where do I get my gun from? Controls. I don't seem to have a gun. I've got this. Is this my gun?
Firebars and rising.
Think it'll explode?
This may surprise you, but I'm actually a soldier, not a nuclear physicist.
I don't see any leaks. Let's get out of here and report in.
Not yet. Get a hold of yourself and keep looking for the fucking leak.
Stupid idea. Please don't put us at risk again.
I won't. Don't you worry about that.
Well, I thought I did very well. Not sure what this thing in my arm, on my right hand, is for. Let's put the scanner back in.
It's been a while.
What was that, Eagle?
All right, Eagle. You're the star. Ready to execute the plan?
I'm accessing the terminal. If the AZ5 button is still working...
Igor, don't!
Tatiana?
What?
What are you stalling for, Igor? Time is critical here.
It's nothing. Just tired.
Right. You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Please focus on your job, and I focus on mine.
Get back to it then. The reactor room, now!
Nonsense. It was just a fire, nothing more. We'll get it under control. RBMK reactors do not explode.
The reactor core is exposed. I can see the graphite on the ground.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done.
You killed us! You arrogant son of a bitch! You've killed us all!
Let's get this done quickly.
Sorry, am I holding you up?
Yeah, just handle it with your hands.
That I remember.
You've seen one of these before, haven't you?
A much smaller fragment.
I may have seen it in the video.
Are you going to tell me how this fancy gun of yours works?
It creates a kind of shortcut through time and space.
Oh, really?
It's called a wormhole. It forms a tunnel with two mouths. It needs an exotic energy source to keep it open.
Exotic energy. That's the Chernobylite?
Exactly.
Where does this shortcut lead?
It leads wherever it needs to. Let's leave it at that for now, all right?
What?
My fiancée. She disappeared here during the disaster 30 years ago.
Yeah, can we talk about her later? Grab the crystals and let's go.
Oops.
My fucking god! Help me!
Uh-oh. I can't move, by the way.
Why are you here?
It leads wherever it needs to, really. That would be convenient.
Sounds like a dad who's just had enough of
Olivier? Where the hell did you go? Olivier!
telling the kids in the back of their car, where does the road, where are we going? I'm tired. Road goes where it leads to. Thoroughly lost. Or is that just me?
What the fuck was that?
Listen, Jesus, I'm so sorry, Olivier. Anton was, he was a good man.
Who was that fucker?
Hell if I know. Somehow he used the negative energy of the Chernobylite to teleport. Now, to confirm this theory...
Stop.
This game is some tricky stuff.
Can he get to us here? And where is here exactly?
We're inside a wormhole connecting two singularities. It's quite short and not very stable, so we need to move.
I feel like half of it is the player character's delusional mind.
I mean, it's possible in theory, but highly...
It could all be.
I don't want to know. Just get us out of here.
This way. You'll come out near Mikhail's place, hopefully.
Let's meet there, then. My arm. It feels like the muscle's been twisted from the inside. I'm going to execute that black-masked motherfucker, Anton. I promise you.
Okay. Pretty.
This place is definitely not what it used to be. It's like a snake, shedding its skin over and over again. You have to learn it all over again. Feel it. Tame it.
What I will do is I'll post on the Discord the Stalker video I watched, which is, I think, in 2 or 3 parts. Okay.
The singularity. Tearing at the fabric of reality.
The foundations of this reality are really quite fragile. You're out of time. Go!
Oil. Yummy. Okay, anti-radiation medicine. When ingested, the solution of potassium iodide, DTPA, and Prussian blue aids in the body in the expulsion of radioactive particles. Consumable. Okay, so use.
How many times have we walked through these gates? More than I can count. Let's go in together, my love.
Funny big words.
Science. Okay. Well, weather turned out nice. Enviro Analyzer will show you the resources and items in the area, but you can also navigate and highlight selected types. Hold L2 and press the square and triangle buttons to select herbs. Okay.
You're hurt, Igor. Tend to your wounds.
I have no medkit. Perhaps I can prepare something over the bonfire.
Okay, so find a bonfire. Here's a bonfire. Oh, how handy. Start crafting. What are the other things? Anti-radiation ointment, healing salve. That's what I want. Well, that was handy. Can I make anything else? I can make an anti-radiation ointment, which I'll do. Each usable item is automatically added to the quickest access menu. To use the directional buttons to select newly created medicine and press X to use it. You can assign items to quick access menu for the intruder. Yep, work that bit out. So is that the healing salve? Or is that the healing salve? Just trying to figure out which buttons do I press to. That's the light. That's the stabby thing.
My vet is calling me.
Mate, thank you very much for joining me. I'll say put up the videos of Shai's tour of Pripyat and Chernobyl and Dobro as well, because they're fascinating. They're really good watches. Ah, right, okay, that's what I want. Does that make me better? Oh, there's some mushrooms. Something else over there too. But thanks for popping in, and I hope you sleep well. There's so many things. So green things are the ones that fit in the category.
Hands where I can see them. What's the password?
Olivier, it's me, for Christ's sake.
Igor? Damn it. Nostalgia. It's nostalgia. It was your idea, goddammit. Come on in. Igor, you're a bit of a handyman, right? Take a look around and see if any of this crap is useful.
This is your element, my sweet. Create order from this chaos.
Okay, base upgrades description. This category encompasses items related to your refuge functionalities, such as building structures, generating electricity, and managing sleep arrangements, air quality, and radiation protection. When in build mode, you can mark previously built structures and recover resources by pressing triangle. Practice on the rubbish lying around. Scrap. Scrap. Oh, it's like home improvement. Yes. Looks very much like my apartment. So I've got some things. There's more. Is this rubbish? That doesn't look like rubbish. That looks like workable technology to me. Oh, see, there's Dobra 2 and Dobra 1.
You must prepare first.
Anton, Red X. Okay. Now build a work table. This is the most basic structure and will unlock access to more advanced buildings. Select base upgrades at category, then press X to display the content. I'm still... Building tools. I'm not a monster. I'm going to put this against the wall. Here seems like a good place. Every day you have an opportunity to return to the base and expand it. You are only limited by the amount of resources. Now use circle to exit the building. Right, cool. Yes. Work table. Basic carpentry tools to cut wood and screw objects together. Hello. With a little luck and perseverance, it will allow you to create a few simple machines and some furniture to the base. I can only build one. I'm still a bit all right. To build a sleeping bag, I need mushrooms and herbs. Yeah. And we have nicer sleeping arrangements with more complicated things. Power supply. Every day you have the opportunity to return to your base and expand it. You're only limited to the resources. Right, exit. Okay. Made a bench. I have a room. Ariadne, Ariadna. What the hell is this? It looks like a bug, but it's some sort of VR headset. Memory visualization headset prototype. Okay. Got power for this thing, my server rack. And whatever that does. We've got a blackboard. Okay. Can't do anything with the workbench.
Tell me you're not going straight back to the power plant. Because if you want to commit suicide, there are easier ways. We're outnumbered, outgunned, everything. We need intel, backup, supplies, and most of all, we need a fucking plan.
Okay, Olivier, let's hear your plan.
I'm glad you're seeing reason. See this board behind me? We can use it to map out our plan of action. Figure out how to get inside the power plant and find whatever it is you're looking for. Or whomever. Every piece of intel, every bit of info about resources, we'll document in right here. We'll take our next step when the time is right. For today, let's focus on getting our strength back. If we're going to use this warehouse for our base, we need to find some supplies and get organized. Somewhere to sleep would be a start. Maybe we can find some cots.
Okay. Let's do this right.
Great. I'll do everything I can to help you figure out what happened to this.
Oh, he knows about Titania. Okay.
That was her name, right?
I thought that was just...
Before you go. NAR uses weapons with a biometric lock. We can't use them, so we have to defend ourselves with what we have. Use it as a last resort. I presume you know how to handle firearms?
Okay, like this.
Then you're all set. I have faith in you, Igor.
I got a trophy for that. Okay. These are things that we can do. Only complete one mission each day. Cool. Okay.
You can see everything from here.
We can.
You cannot succeed alone, but there are others who will help you.
I'm not sure what to do first. Should I tell Olivier to run some errands, or should I do it myself?
Am I talking out loud? Are you looking at me weirdly? I think heist. Are we really planning heists? God damn you, son of a bitch, I'm in. Pretty nice textures. I'm glad to turn the brightness up. I do like having a look around. Right, so we need to make some beds. I've got no idea how to get back to. That's the quick select menu. Skills? No. Okay, so we need chemicals for a comfortable bed, mushrooms, of course, you know, you need mushrooms for a comfortable bed, and chemicals and mechanical parts. I do have lots of mechanical parts. I could try finding some chemicals, but mushrooms and herbs are the two main things I need to be looking for. So how do I get out? Out is up here, right? Oh. No. How do I get out? Well, I have to do that, right. The percentage by Oliver's name shows how likely he is to... Thing is, I don't want him to go out because he's got his arm in a sling. Okay. We don't know what the percentage of that is. All that. Oh no, Igor. Yeah, the percentage by Oliver's name shows his chance for completing the mission successfully. The rate of success will differ from assignment to assignment. The outcome will depend on his health and morale. They calling that the Moscow Eye. That's interesting. So Red Forest. Food supply seems like a good idea. Poor chance though. Medicine drop 60, 73 for that, 73. Let's do the easiest one. Let's do the ammo drop. I need to have a mission. Okay, well I'll take Moscow Eye. Okay. No, I'm not sure at all. But let's go. And we get to go and see Dobra. And during the early days of the Cold War, when you're in the zone, a set of things you can build is completely different. Press sash to start building. Remember that building can be quite noisy and the zone is a dangerous place. When you're ready, use circle to exit build mode and get back to your mission and Chernobyl extraction. Traps. Traps find an automatic guns firing at opponents. Pure fun. Tools for items crafting and weapons upgrades. Environment modifiers. Okay, I've got no idea. I do want my little scanner thing, thanks. Oh, we'd have a little pointer. Oh, I see. We've already scanned and now we can say, this is the thing I'm looking for. Right. Herbs. Done. I've said I don't like walking on the road. There are some mushrooms. Okay, I think we can ascertain that the green glowy thing is probably bad. So I'm going to look for an entrance into no. Can't seem to climb. somebody here.
I could use another cup of coffee, preferably with brandy.
My first proper kill.
One last sweep and I'm done. Great.
No idea where that voice came from. And admittedly, it did sound very much like the same guy. I'm going to head over to that tree. Alright. There we go, on the bridge. Where were they? Nettles.
I hate being outside. Cold, wet, and full of mosquitoes all biting you in the dick.
Okay, probably on the other side of this door. That scared me. Now he's going to question the nature of the door being opened. Okay, we've got a red dot now. Right. Another one coming. Just one of those chemicals that are just there.
Wonder what the quartermaster made for
There we
dinner
go.
tonight. Hope it's not more fish. I hate fish.
Or maybe it is the same, just the one guy. You know, the guards often just muse out loud.
Patrolling Pripyat almost makes you wish you were someplace else.
Definitely too. Ooh.
Did you hear that? Motherfucker's vanished! We gotta find his ass!
Just on the other side of that door, we can see his gun sort of poking through the door. Didn't get those chemicals though. Maybe I did.
Son of a bitch, where did he go? What a day. What a shitty, shitty day.
There's going to be a lot of creeping on fools. There's one guard, there's the other. Apparently I've got to go that way. So let's go this way. Which is kind of that way. Oh, this is fun. Nope. Oh. Well, it's not glowing. It's just green. Okay. I don't know what's in this building, but it's where we need to go. Aha! All right, okay. Okay. At least the nettles don't sting, which is good. I'm just heading towards this question mark to see whether I understand what that represents. Huh, fence. Alright, that's inside this building, which I probably can't get in. Or maybe I can. What? Uh-oh. Well, I think we've done a fair amount of good shopping. I can't see a way down. I'm going to ignore that doll walked across the scope. And I can't see anything else. So,
I think this approach is working, Igor. Looks like we can sneak in and out of the zone without attracting attention. So, how did it go? Are you any closer to finding your old lady? You still want to go back to the power plant?
I have to go back. I have the strongest feeling she's there.
Feelings? You surprise me, Professor Kiminyuk. Trusting your instincts is important. The last time we tried that, we lost out. We need some hard evidence before we go down that road again.
Don't worry, Olivier. I'm not crazy. I'll keep gathering evidence, and when I've got enough, we can formulate a new plan.
Good. Evidence, plans, information, resources. It will all get us closer to your goal, Igor.
How did you do today?
I'll brief you in a minute. First, let me point out a couple of things to you.
okay.
Go on.
You need to understand the role you're in. You hired me and rented this warehouse. That makes you the commander of this base.
Okay.
It means you will be in charge of all our equipment and, most importantly, our food rations. You have to start thinking like a strategist, like this is a military operation. Organize the base and take care of your troops. That's number one. Starving is no fun. I know from experience. Forget to feed your troops and their morale will drop. They might even desert you. Also, in situations where resources are scarce, there's a group psychology to consider. Playing favorites, rewarding those who slack off, and not appreciating the men who pulled their weight are surefire ways of creating discord amongst the men.
I've got a Discord.
What men? There are only 2 of us.
For now, but that has to change if you want your power plant operation to succeed.
Okay.
We need more power, more intel, more skill, and more bodies. And each of those bodies will need space, food, and resources in this base. I know you're eager to bolt out there and continue your search, but you need to be patient, plan, strategize, take it slow.
Take it
You have
slow.
to find time to cater to the needs of your companions and manage this warehouse. If you don't, all your plans will be for nothing.
You're right. I need to be smart about all of this.
Absolutely. And remember, I'm here for you. I will advise and support you every step of the way.
Thank
That's
you,
what you're
mate.
paying me for.
I'm paying you. Cool. Okay, every day your all companions submit a report on their assigned missions. You will learn if the mission was successful and if they managed to achieve. All items they acquire will be assigned to your inventory, automatically assigned to your inventory. Whenever you're ready to proceed, press X. So normal food ration. That seems right to me. Yes, I think. During the evening, you can build new structures for your base and train with your train? Well, I have to remember my training. Do not hesitate to collect resources and skill points. Okay.
As a military man, I'm used to sleeping rough. But is it really necessary?
Dr.
Think you get us some
Ivanovich?
more beds?
More beds. I'm on it.
Yes, restful sleep is critical to our effectiveness.
Well, I'm hoping, I mean, I didn't check, but I really am hoping that I got enough for a comfortable bed. No. Do I still need to talk to him? Well, there's sleep. But what about Olivier's room? Doesn't Olivia have a room? That's nice that the smoke is still coming out of that chimney. Wouldn't worry about that. Bare wires. Can't I build a bed?
We still need more beds, Igor.
Can we swap some stuff, Olivier?
Sure, whatever you need.
What I want. Just going to exit that for a second. So I thought I would be able to go down here to the workbench. That's my bed. Can't I actually make a bed? Sleeping place. Oh, I need more chemicals. Well, I've got that, but how do I build? No, I'm not sure I want to build a bed. That's the thing. Well, it doesn't seem to be allowing me to build anything. So I guess I am going to bed. I thought that's said after you do the missions you can build stuff. That's what I thought we were doing. Yeah, I'm not happy about that. He's not going to be happy about that. I'd like to build a bed, please. Can I do it now? How do I build? Sleeping place. Even if I build a sofa. Oh, hold on, this is how you do it. Oh, right, okay. How did I do that? Did I choose something? I don't know. Alright, so bring that up. Base upgrades. Alright, I'll build a sofa. Have I built a sofa? Yes. Sorry I couldn't build that last night.
Anybody there? Hey! Answer the radio for once, you cocksuckers! This is fucking important, come on! Don't leave me standing here with my dick in my hand!
Who is this?
Who is this? Are you retarded? It's your fucking landlord, scrote! By the way, how are you enjoying your stay, Mr. Kiminyuk?
Mikhail, I'm in the middle of something.
Am I?
Glad you like the place. I hope you leave it in the same pristine condition you found it. You got a real bargain, you know. But now we need to talk business. Anton and Olivier around?
Anton is... he was killed.
Oh my, what a pity. He was such a nice guy. Perhaps too fucking nice. Yep, I'd bet my last cigarette that's what got him killed.
I don't think so. What do you want, Mikhail?
I think it was a bullet,
I
wasn't
need
it?
you to return the favor and help me wipe the NAR database. And before you start bitching about it, I know you're not that kind of scientist. I'll walk you through the whole thing.
I should use any opportunity I get to hurt NAR.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it.
That's my brave lad. Enter the building in the Duga complex. I'll be in touch.
I overheard your conversation with Mikhail. Don't tell me you're actually going.
Mikhail is a bit off, but he's not wrong about crippling NAR. It could buy us some time.
He sounds like a sociopath. Do you trust him?
No, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to deal with him.
We only need him because of this warehouse. Right now, he looks more like a liability than an asset. On the other hand, you might discover something important. I don't know. Nah, it's too risky. You should ignore him.
I think I'm going to go along on this one thing, and see how it goes.
I strongly advise against that. I know his type. He probably eats his Wheaties with cocaine in the morning.
Thank you for those wise words of wisdom. Let's table this discussion for now.
All right, Igor, what's next?
Let's have a look at the morning missions. Okay, so rain is good. That would 66%, 60%, 46%, 60%, 40, 40. All right. Can we do anything about his arm? So you're more likely to do that than anything else. All right, I'm going to give the red forest medicine drop to Olivier, and I will take Have I done this right? Hold on. Yes, Priapot is meat. We shall start. Aha. Mushrooms. I am 239 meters away from the location I need to be. Can't see anything else in that building. Whoa, who the hell is that? Who's that? Ah.
Another respectable customer. Want to make the deal of your life?
You're not afraid of trading here?
Ah, I know what I'm doing, my good sir. I've been trading since the fall of the Soviet Union. And besides, no risk, no gain.
Sounds like you've travelled a lot.
The Grand Bazaar in Tehran, Jarmak, Europa in Warsaw, Taksim in Istanbul. I've been places, my friend.
In
the
Istanbul?
things I've seen.
I'll bet you have. I have to ask, how does desolate Pripyat compare to these colourful places?
Hey, where there's demand, I provide supply. I'm the invisible hand of the free market. I've got Putin, Trump and Gates on my speed dial.
Is that right? What about Steve Jobs?
What? Yeah, him too.
Of course.
Anyway, money makes the world go round. But bartering is also good. You want to trade?
I'm looking for someone. Perhaps you've heard her name. Tatiana. Tatiana Amelieva. She used to work at the power plant. She went missing 30 years ago.
I'm sorry, my friend. It's been a while since I've seen a woman. I've been too busy.
Busy? With what?
With creating a new world of opportunities, my friend. I'm like Gordon Gekko, only smarter. And like Jack Ma, only more hard-working. I'm gonna build my commercial empire on the ashes of Chernobyl in no time.
Good luck. All right, show me what you've got, Mr. Invisible Hand.
Okay, I think that seems like a...
I think I've done enough trading for now. I'm used to work at that you went missing.
I'm sorry.
Busy?
With creating an and like Jack Ma.
Good luck. Good luck building your fortune, Mr. Invisible Hand.
Haha, thanks. But I'll make my own luck.
We all do. Creeping. Okay. Not the building we want to go in, but uh-oh. I feel I'm moving far too cavalierly.
Horace was an informant for the KGB. That bastard was my friend. If I could get my hands on him.
Major Kuznetsov was promised. Below is a list of just a few of the many anti-communist and subversive contraband items I observed at Emilia's place. The possession of bootleg and samizats are written with imperialist propaganda, obscenity, violence, indecency, demonstrate exactly the kind of person Olivier really is, and speaks volumes to our anti-Soviet character. Personally, I would not be surprised if this is just a tip of the iceberg. If I may be so bold, Major Grusnov, I would like to take this opportunity to recommend placing her under surveillance and restricting her access to vital projects at both the power plant and Duga facility. Oh, it was Duga. Anyway, I believe she may pose a serious threat to our scientific endeavors. And we have a look at the contraband list. She had Sex Pistols, Anarchy in the UK, Donna Summers, Bad Girls, Iron Maiden's Killers, Kiss, Creatures of the Night, which is a crime. It's a crime. Julio Iglesias with El Amor, and Village People Go West. I'd rather have a Go West 12 personally than Village People. They're fine, Village People, but you know. Talking Heads, Little Creatures, great, superb. The Arts of Love books by Mikhail Wisloka. Dr. Zhivago by Boris Pasternak. The Gulag Archipelago by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. I've never read any Solzhenitsyn. Lolita by Nabokov, that book should be burned. 1984 by Orwell. Clockwork Orange by Burgess, great book, a difficult read. Day of the Jackal by Frederick Forsyth, which I've not read, but I hear very good things about. Pick up some electronic plants. I'm sure we're going to get scared here shortly. Really? I missed one? I did. That's outside. Okay. Should we carry on going upstairs? Ooh, green glowy stuff. More green glowy stuff. This isn't going to be good, is it? I feel we're going to end up in trouble very shortly. Well, we can't get in through there. And I would say, even though that's a door. I think that's all we can do as we Yeah, we are stopped from climbing any further. All right. Down the stairs we go again. Okay. Well, this isn't spooky at all. Let's leave that, shall we? Even with the unnatural spookiness of things like that, the whole thing definitely is keeping me on edge. I presume this vehicle means that there are bad people around, some of those ne'er-do-wells. Try and stay off the road as much as possible.
I should have taken that job at my father-in-law's factory. Shit.
Okay. Of course, they would be in the way of our objective.
Show yourself! Oh, shit. Break his ass! No mercy!
Did I escape? All right, there's a timer up in the that corner. 40 seconds. Here's our objective. Beautifully lit with the red smoke. Genuinely tense. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. We've got some glowing stuff here too. Never the best. Okay, the search is over. Oh, a skill point. Alright. That corner is a bit radioactive. There's something over there though. Yeah, there's somebody in the distance over there. I want to sit and hide for a second. Let's put myself around here. And that's my inventory. So I should really equip that. Yeah, on the quick gun. Good, okay. What else have we got? Enriched adrenaline, nice. 5.4 food rations, calming salts, anti-radiation ointments, loads of mushrooms, first aid kits, mechanical parts 26, I think they're going to be useful. Cool. Revolver ammo, rifle ammo, though I don't have a rifle. Anti-radiation med. Cool. I think I feel that I've got some good stuff. So I'm going to equip the old well, what's fire? All right. It's hold. R2. Let's see if Olivier, who's definitely quarterbacking a bit. Yeah. Unhealthy. What do I need to do? See, I'm healthy, so I just need a normal food ration, right? No, hold on. That, accept, yes. Good. Going back to health. I can't let the NPC down.
Igor, the gun I gave you has traveled all around the world with me, but it's quite old. What do you think about building a calibration tool to upgrade it?
I think it's a wonderful idea.
Sounds good. I'll fabricate one when I get the chance.
You need it, Igor.
I don't like his broken arm at all. I know he says he's healthy. Now, can I remember how to build things? I don't have enough chemicals. Can I go out? I mean, I did build the sofa. He can sleep somewhere, but No. So chemicals are the order of the day. Would he might have some chemicals? I mean, depends what you mean by chemicals.
This revolver needs an overhaul, Igor. A
Yeah.
calibration tool would do the trick.
Can we swap some stuff, Olivier?
Sure, whatever you need.
Do you have chemicals? I'm confused. So where's his equipment? I guess he doesn't have any. This is my inventory, and I can distribute stuff to him, but so he doesn't have any chemicals on him. So I need to go into I need a calibration tool, right? Air quality radiation safe, so not in buildables. Yeah, you can have a light. Sorry for the lack of alright, we don't have enough power. So we need to upgrade that. I'm still confused. Well, if I turned my servers off, it would be fine, wouldn't it? Yeah, but how do I go about building this thing?
What's going on, Igor?
Alright, okay. I've read that the effects of electricity power is low, blinking lights is bad for psych, and I don't want that, so I'll leave that. I'm going to scrap that electric light. I still don't know how to build this calibration tool. I mean, I've got all this server stuff running. Why the hell have I got the need for that? I presume that's very important to the story. What about training?
What's going on, Igor?
Do you think you could find some time to teach me some of your military tricks?
Oh, this would be good.
No.
Oh.
There are no tricks or shortcuts when it comes to improving your survival skills or shooting. But I'll be happy to teach you some basics.
Okay,
It'll make my
semantics.
job easier too if you know how to handle yourself out there.
Okay, so I've only got one skill point. And I kind of want to improve my stealth rather than...
Maybe some other time.
You're the boss, Igor.
Relation stage is neutral, which is nice. But I've got no idea how to build this calibration tool that they're talking about, or he's talking about. I would have thought I would have gone to the workbench and then that. What's this? Oh, fact. All right, we worked out that Boris Glukov, my old friend and a KGB informant. And I've got one clue, but one fact? All right. And I need to get more of those. Cool. Does holding the gun make any difference? I've got no idea what that is. Alcohol. Cool. Crafting recipes. Sleeping places, the beds, power supplies, basic generator, crafting tools. No. Weaponsmith. Okay, is that what I need? Okay, well, okay, weaponsmith. That's a lathe. Revolver calibration tools. Cool. Well, let's build that right here. All right. We have a problem with power. We will make a stove too. Just put that here. Laboratory. Roller bending machine. That is need to. Okay, that's saying I need to build one type of items. That's why it's locked. Generator. Oh, I can build a generator. Do I want to put it next to the fire? No, I do not. Can I put it over here? Just next to the stairs? Yes, I can. Cool. Thank you. Start crafting. Craft. Now, does it tell me what it actually does? So we've got several upgrades. Sights. Different type, standard iron. Huh. That would be good if I had chemicals, but I've just used my chemicals. That would increase the range. Sorry, my face is in the way. Let's move me. To that side. And now so the carabine sights don't really do, or carabiner sights don't really help at all. Maybe just give you something to use. Stock and handle. Okay. Let's put a heavier stock on there. That'll increase the range and stability. Cool. Ooh. Didn't have any chemicals anyway. Magazine is, and I could increase the range, stability, and magazine size. Yeah, well, let's do that. There's probably a good risk of, oh my god, really? Belt magazine? I think that's too much. What trigger system? Alright, can't do those. We had a look at sights. Barrel, this is barrel. Chemicals. Flammable parts, chemicals. And get some really good sights on it. I mean, it's only a pistol, but chemicals, red dot sight would be good. That seems overkill for a pistol. Okay, well, we did that. He has a bed. We have more power. I can build that lamp now. That's just beds. That needs more chemicals. That'll do for now. All of this needs chemicals and other stuff. But I want to show them I care. Can I build this? No, I need flammable parts for that. Well, luckily nothing I own is flammable there. Not a problem. So you're okay. You've got food rationing, but I did give you double, and I've given you a light, and you've got a bed. So hopefully that's going to be enough. I think I might, unless we get some sort of exposition here. Hello. Why did I think that was going to happen?
You need to understand, it wasn't my decision to shut down Ariadna.
I don't blame you, Grace, but I still think it's a mistake. It's so much more than Pandora. It allows us to step into the realm of human memories and thoughts, into the real world.
What can I tell you, Igor? The board decided it wasn't financially viable. It was too outlandish.
It's a very faint outline.
Fools! Every object is a natural dosimeter. Everything absorbs radioactive particles throughout its life, thus creating an echo in time and space. Ariadna can recreate this echo in a fractal VR simulation. There's nothing outlandish about it.
Look, I get it. I do. It's your life's work. But just think about it.
I think they could have
The process requires an unbelievable amount of power.
made those figures a bit
The stage.
What about those
brighter.
nuclear nano-diamond batteries that use the graphite from recycled radioactive waste?
That's just another project right now, Igor. I still don't think it would be enough. For Ariadna to work, you need a power source that doesn't exist yet. Perhaps one that cannot be found on Earth.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Igor. It's over. You need to accept it and move on.
Fuck the board. I'm not going to let anyone destroy my work.
Wake up. Wake up, Igor.
Tanya? Is this a dream?
Is it a dream?
My love, find me. Hurry. I don't have much time left.
I'm trying, Tanya. I really am. I need to look at my board.
Do you?
First clue. When I find more, I can feed the data to Ariadna and see what really happened to Tanya.
So there are 4 facts up top, and clues there are 7 below.
Note to self. Focus on finding more clues.
You still want to talk about the servos? No? Just there, taking up a lot of electricity. We've got a TV, a CRT as well, with a composite input in the front. Sitting on what looks like switches. Or maybe not. They are hell rather than Dell. Oh. So they would have had to film this in Pripyat now. Because obviously the quality is not 16mm. Or 8. It's video. Or they found something similar, I suppose. Nice cup of tea. Russians do like to make great tea. On the journey we went from Leningrad to Moscow was the overnight train. And a bunch of 19-year-olds from Britain, no real clue what's going on in the world. And the lovely Russian grandma came around with samovars of tea. Oh, it was one of the best cups of teas I've ever drank. No milk, black tea, because they don't believe in putting milk in with their tea. Well, she didn't. And sugar, very sweet. But oh, it was so delicious. Okay. So I'm actually looking at the clock because I'm finding it. Is this just a loop? Can we have this bit? She waves. All right. A looping projector. I think I am going to call this a night. For the time being, I'm enjoying it. It's definitely grabbed me more than the other option was to play a game called Returnal, which I started playing and I played one session of it and didn't go back. It just felt a bit dull. But again, sci-fi based time loop, Groundhog Day situation. But I am enjoying this.
Rhino 1. Proceed as ordered. The area is clear. Do you copy?
Leave it Charlie, Bluebird. We'll get to the target ASAP. Over and out.
Posing as the enemy. You're playing a dangerous game, Olivier.
I know what I'm doing. I've learned their code names and routines. Knowing your enemy is essential.
Clever. We need to get the upper hand over NAR whenever we can.
Agreed. I wasn't trained in cracking codes, but I know how to crack people. And this radio works perfectly with NAR encryption. I discovered something that may be of interest to you, Igor.
Thanks.
NAR is sending a team out to locate some old KGB documents. Could be related to what you're looking for.
Sounds like a long shot, but it must be important if they're sending a squad, right?
My thoughts exactly. Also, it looks like there's an old Soviet installation beneath the Emerald Resort.
I know the place. Young pioneers used to have their summer camps there and play games.
Yeah, and the KGB was playing a different sort of game just beneath them. Underground.
I'll check it out. Anything that might get me info on Tatiana is worth a try.
Just, keep your feet on the ground, okay? Good luck, Igor.
Yeah, well, that was probably worthwhile doing. But yes, I am interested in carrying on playing this. So this will be the evening game, I think, and we'll carry on tomorrow. It is showing. It's just looking at this. Do we want to go on a heist? I don't think so. I think we want to get some more people involved before we do that. We need a sniper. I need someone skilled at eavesdropping. Somebody can suggest how to get around the NAR. What we need is a spy. Anton died. Anton Dubek. A good hacker. Could have dealt with the securities and the electronic devices. So, working on the failures that we had on the first attempt, we now have gaps that we need to fill. We need a sniper, we need a spy, and we need a hacker. And then somebody pretend to be an AR soldier, which could be obviously, the spy. But I think, yeah, this is kind of exciting. I'm kind of enjoying this. We'll see how this game progresses. It does, you know, it's show its age a little bit. It was done in 2021, I think the original game was released. And it's obviously a smaller team than, you know, the last thing we were playing. Voice acting is dubious, maybe, in a couple of places. A couple of times I've just felt that people are reading it rather than acting it. But I'm incredibly fussy. You have to realise that I am incredibly fussy. But I am enjoying it. I do like scary games. I do like survivalist games. And I do like creeping around places and seeing what is afoot. And I do like the setting. The setting is fantastic. I think that they're taking some liberties with the this view here of Pripyat. Pripyat is the village that is next to Chernobyl. I think there was a village called Chernobyl, but the actual nearest village it was a town. It was a proper big town, Pripyat. It's where all the employees worked. And if I remember rightly, so they've got the Red Forest in that direction. Well, we don't know what time it is. The nuclear power plant would be that way, then Pripyat, then Red Forest, and then Dogra. Anyway, the big radio mast in the background, which I hope we get to see again, because that's a fascinating thing. But if you like what you've seen, if you've watched to the end, thank you very much for watching. I try to do this every day, and we'll see how we get on. There will be a break in the midweek as I've got to go and help out my mum, but there probably will be streaming tomorrow. No Man's Sky in the morning, and this in the evening. And obviously we want engagement. Please comment. Tell me what you think of the game. Have you played this game? Am I playing it badly? Tell me how bad I'm playing it. And if you have enjoyed it, tell your friends. Actually, if you haven't enjoyed it, tell your friends, and get them all to come in here and tell me how bad I'm playing it. Just come and watch my stuff, man. Anyway, we'll call it there. Thank you very much for watching, and until we meet again, share and enjoy.